All right, welcome back, gamers. Justin here with you again, and today we're doing developer blog number 13, lucky number 13, right? So a few things. I'm gonna start with I've got the weapon put into place now. I like it. As you move, it kind of sways. I do have the. This is buggy. I need to figure this out because you see the ghosting there. And then the jitteriness, and I need to figure that out. But the good news is you can see down sights now. Don't mind the cursor in the middle. That is actually going away. It's kind of a placeholder right now just so I can make sure things are hitting the marks that I expect them to hit. But the game's not going to have a cursor in the middle of the screen like that at launch. It's more there just so I can, like I said, trace the bullets, make sure they're heading down the path that they should be heading down. So if any of you have any ideas about that ghosting, though, let me know. You can kind of see that. It has to be something with the animation, but to be honest, I haven't spent a lot of time on it, so I'll dig into it. But if any of you have experienced that before, by all means, let me know. And you can even see it here a little bit too, kind of around the scope over there. But man, it looks good in the sunlight though, right? Yeah, I really like these weapons. They've come out really nicely, so good stuff. The next thing here, let me kind of sprint here a little bit too. You see that increase, and then if I go down, aim down sights, you can see. So this is a sprint, that's a walk. You get this little subtle sway. It's I like that. It seemingly came out nice. So as we get down to dusk here, let me run over here and take a look at the animals. Let's start with the sheep. So animals have been, you see Mikhail walking around. He's a hunter. He's not aggroing to me because I've told him not to. I put him in the game, let him walk around a little bit just to make sure animations work, that kind of stuff. But I'm not masked as a player right now, so he'll just ignore me. But here we are looking at the sheep. This kind of came as a surprise, I think, to a lot of people that the game is going to have animals, but they do. And there are going to be some what I consider to be really fun quests wrapped around animals. So, it's as a faction, you need a food supply, right? And as an enemy faction, one of the ways to hurt your enemy is to take out their food supply. So I think we're going to do some quests wrapped around, find a scrounger camp. So if you're a collector or something like that, find a scrounger camp over there and, maybe kill 10 sheep or something. We'll see. It has a lot of potential, but, I'll kind of let this run through the full set of animations here. And that's what I've got on all of these. They just kind of loop over all of their animations so that I could show you what it actually is and how they behave. So, they kind of go from like a grazing to a running around. They all have an attack animation. They can all be killed. So they've got their dying. There's a sleeping, is laying down. They're sleeping. And then he'll keel over here in a second after he attacks. So he attacked and there he dies. So then we have, we'll go to the goats. So we have a goat. The same set of animations here, they've kind of got their grazing, their wandering, they're that kind of stuff, like walk left, walk right. And I have turned off their root motion right now to where they stay in place. But, obviously these will kind of be wandering around their pens and stuff like that. There's his sleeping. He'll get up and attack here in a moment. And then he'll keel over dead. And there's his attack. You get the little feet going, and then I died. Okay. Moving over, we got pigs, and it'll kind of go through the same animation here. And each of these are different models, so there's subtle little differences between them. So that's why there are multiples of them out here in some cases. The goat, for example, I only have one model of it, so there's only one out. But like the cows and the chickens and stuff, I've got quite a few. And so you see the animations there. We'll run over here. Here are the cows. So we've got a brown cow, a white cow, and this is the brown cow, I think. Yeah, so one of these is darker. I think it's this guy. The moonlight's kind of messing with us right now, but you get the idea. Yeah, I mean, they've all got their animations and stuff. There they go. They're gonna lay down and go to sleep. They'll get up. They'll attack us, and then they're going to keel over dead. Go. I'm seeing the ghosting there too. Yeah, if anybody knows what that is, let me know. See all those animations? They're just ghosting a little bit. Maybe post-processing or something. I don't know. And then we get over to chickens. And I have had the most fun with chickens. So each of these animals, they can attack you. And that's why they have the attack animations and such. I'll stay on these so you can see their full animation here. But, the idea being is that if you get too close to them, they will attack you. And the larger animals like the cow, the pig, they can all do damage to you. Same with the goats. The chickens can do damage, but I've got them set to a ridiculously low level. So it either takes you just standing here letting them attack you for like an hour, or it takes a lot of chickens attacking you all at once, which is absolutely horrifying and hilarious. I will show you that someday. I don't want to show everything in these videos because there has to be some surprise for you as the player if, when you start playing. So, just know that, you got to watch out. They will come after you. They do hurt a little bit, and it's terrifying when they, when there's 100 of them attacking you. So, then I've got Mikhail just kind of wandering around here. I don't know where he wandered off to. He's around here somewhere. He is a hunter, and there's Mikhail. Mikhail appropriately is carrying around a hunting rifle. So there's his rifle. Ignore the bullet up top. I just haven't worked with the animations, but he's carrying around his hunting rifle because he's a hunter, of course. So he'll do his wandering thing and kind of do that stuff. So. And don't mind the animations on some of these. Some of them are above the ground. Some of them are kind of quirky right now. That ghosting I really need to figure out, though. It's not game breaking. It's just super annoying. Not really sure why. But so that's that. The next thing is so I've got the guns in here, and we'll do a shot here. And there we go. So I'm out of ammo now. I only came in with 30 rounds, so I probably should have done more for that. But, it really kind of worked on a lot of aspects there. So, trying to get that muzzle flash a little bit more realistic. It's a little too big and distracting right now. Although it's pretty realistic when you look at an actual M16 being fired. So I don't know. I may tweak that a little bit more. But ultimately what you need to know about the game is that every gun will have a unique muzzle flash. So as you're going through, like some will be more distracting than others, just kind of depending on the loadout of the gun, the muzzle, that kind of stuff. So, and then, we've kind of got to look around here. I think you've seen all of the changes that I've made to the map thus far, though. I went through, I did, made some changes over at the UNF beachhead. I do have some new kind of village artwork and stuff that's about to go into place, but none of that's in there yet. I've had some personal stuff come up a little bit, been a little bit busier at work, been a little bit busier in personal life, that kind of stuff. So I did have to kind of put some of this to a back seat, but, still overall made pretty decent progress, I think. The animals, I'm really excited about the animals. This is going to unlock a lot of cool stuff here. So, the last thing that I'll kind of touch on here today, because we're only about 8 minutes here or so, and YouTube does like those 10-minute videos. So, we'll kind of aim for that today. But one of the things that Mikhail will do specifically, so Mikhail is the hunter, and basically what Mikhail will do is anytime he sees an animal, his instinct will kick in to hunt that animal. And so I think that the sheep, the pig, and the cow, and the chickens will all be domesticated, but there will be random of them kind of wandering around the map. But for the most part, you will find those at the major camps. The goat, on the other hand, is not domesticated, so he will mostly just be roaming around the map, usually in the higher areas of the map. But going to use that to basically give Mikhail something to hunt, in essence. So you may hear random kind of hunter shots firing off here and there, and that is most likely the fact that Mikhail either kind of wandered into an enemy faction, or he found an animal to go hunt, or he found you, one of the two, so, or one of the three, I guess. It is kind of a cool aspect, I think. You'll hear kind of shots popping off as Mikhail stumbles across animals. Again, I didn't want him to kill these, so I turned off the layering of this, so he doesn't know that those are animals right now. But, in the final gameplay, though, as he's wandering around like this, if he comes across these animals, he will open fire and start killing them. So that's another little unique thing, I think, that's going to make this pretty interesting. The last thing that I want to touch on today is just remember on February 23rd at 5 Eastern Standard Time, 4 Central Time for those of you in Central, we are doing a Q&A. So Snipey is going to keep us on track and make sure that we don't deviate too far from plan. But we are going to have a stage set up in our Discord. If you haven't joined that, by all means, what are you doing? Come join us. Like, we have a good time. We sit there and BS. You learn cool stuff about the game before anybody else does. So join our Discord. But we are going to set up a stage on Discord. We will, be answering questions live. And Snipey will kind of be our eyes and ears there to make sure that I don't ramble and don't derail the conversation too many times. So, but should be a good time. We'll probably stay on for about an hour and a half, just kind of depending on how things go. But the goal being that that we can answer a lot of the questions that you may have about the game. By all means, go invite your friends. We really just kind of want to hang out. It'll be pretty casual, I think. But again, it should be a lot of fun. So. With that though, I've broken that magic 10-minute mark for the YouTube algorithm. So, do all of the social things, hit us up with a like, subscribe, join us on Discord, support us on Patreon, pick up some merch, join our communities, the, Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, all of that good stuff. And, with that, I will probably see you all again on Monday for another round of sprint planning. So thanks for listening this far, though. Kind of a quick one today, but, some interesting stuff, I thought. So, worth sharing. So nonetheless, though, thanks. Y'all have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday for sprint planning.